This is Dee. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new to this channel, welcome. Well, guys, I am back, and I am here to discuss Catherine, the Princess of Wales, aka Kate Middleton. I want to do just a little bit of an analysis because unless you are living under a rock buried in the Sahara Desert, you know it's been on and popping with Harry and Meghan. Harry has been dropping it like it's hot on the royal family. And among the bombs, he has dropped some pretty interesting behind the scenes information or insight into Kate. Because she has pretty much a flawless image. But is she? Absolutely not. So let's talk about it. In his book Spare, Prince Harry reveals some text between Catherine and Meghan in regards to a Dressgate. Now, Dressgate began in 2018 on the eve of Meghan and Harry's wedding. 4 days, in fact. When initially the claim was Meghan had made Catherine cry about the dresses. Well, in actuality, as it turns out, it was the opposite. In his book, Harry includes the actual text messages from the fight between Meghan and Catherine. Catherine says, Charlotte's dress is too big, too long, too baggy, referring to her daughter, Charlotte's Flower Girl's dress. She cried when she tried it on at home, Kate said. Meghan reminds Kate that a tailor who could perform alterations was already at Kensington Palace. Writing back, right, and I told you the tailor has been standing by since 8 a.m. here at KP. Can you take Charlotte to have it altered as the other moms are doing? Still, Kate demands that all the dresses be remade. Now, bear in mind, this is literally 4 days before the wedding. She allegedly cites the advice of her own wedding dress designer, Alexander McQueen's Sarah Burton, who agrees with her. Meghan then asked Kate if she knows the stress she is under due to the drama surrounding her father. Kate said she was well aware, but the dresses and the wedding is in 4 days. Yes, Kate, I know, Meghan responds. Harry adds that Kate had problems with the way Meg was planning her wedding. Something about a party for the Page boys, it went back and forth. Meghan allegedly texts Catherine, I'm not sure what else to say. If the dress doesn't fit, then please take Charlotte to see AJ. He's been waiting all day. Fine, Kate answers. When the tabloids reported that Meghan had made Kate cry months later, the two couples, meaning William, Harry, Meghan, Catherine, had a secret meeting at Meghan and Harry's home. We all gathered in this little front annex, and this time there was no small talk. Kate got things rolling straight away by acknowledging that the stories in the paper about Meg making her cry were totally false. He adds that Kate allegedly said, I know, Meghan, that I was the one who made you cry. When it came to taking action about setting the record straight, Kate became flustered, while William gave supportive sounding evasions. Years later, in 2021, during the famous Oprah interview, Meghan discussed a Dressgate and Catherine by saying, I don't think it's fair to her to get into the details of the fight because she apologized and I've forgiven her. What was hard to get over was being blamed for something that not only I didn't do, but that happened to me. Despite her genteel and regal demeanor, Catherine is a very strong woman. She's had to be in order to thrive within proximity during her dating years with William and within the royal family, within the institution. And over the course of the last 20 years or so,
Do you seriously think that Catherine has not checked a bitch or two? I'm sure she faced challenges internally as well, things that happen behind closed doors. I'm sure she had issues unbeknownst to us. Do you seriously think she has never stood up for herself? Do you seriously think that she has never pulled rank as William's wife and the future Queen of England? Do you seriously think that Catherine is not fully aware of her position within the family and the influence she has, the power that gives her? Do you honestly believe that Catherine does not covet her role, her position, her public persona, her well-crafted and curated public persona? She values that. And she will not allow anyone to threaten that. You can say whatever you want. And yes, I'm sure Catherine is a very nice person. But no one crosses Catherine. Look, the purpose of this video is not to disparage Catherine in any way. I really like Catherine. But what's not to like? And that's kind of the point. Because surely there are aspects of her character, of her personality that I might not like, you might not like, just like it is with all of us. But the media and the perception of her, the public perception, particularly when compared to Meghan, what would have you think otherwise? The media portray her as this perfect person, and no one is perfect. And a lot of the perception is the race element. And no, we're not going to ignore that. The fact that Catherine is a woman of non-color, perceived as the paragon of perfection, never puts a foot wrong. And here you have Meghan, this American actress, divorced, mixed race woman, as unsympathetic. It is easy to believe that Catherine has been wronged in some way. No one ever questions the notion that Meghan upset her and made her cry during that dress fitting. But when Meghan had the interview with Oprah and told the truth, which I believe is actually the truth, no one wants to believe it. Look at the spin that's been put on it all these years to vilify Meghan and to protect Catherine's image. As women, we know the dynamic between women starting from when we are little girls, right? There's always this sort of competitiveness of who's got the cutest hair, the cutest clothes. There's always a comparison between each other, even between friends. Who's got the hottest boyfriend, all of that. As a wise woman once said, shout out to Chloe, women are competitive and comparative by nature, and that is a fact. So there was always going to be some element of smoke between Catherine and Meghan. Catherine would have been very threatened by Meghan coming on the scene. That is normal. The most popular girl, the pretty girl, the girl that everyone loves is often the mean girl behind closed doors. Part of that fascination with that type, that archetype, if you will, is the ability to smile and manipulate, because she has a certain sense of power. You want to protect what is yours and check the competition. But whenever women get together, this is always kind of the narrative, right? Billions of dollars have been made on this relationship between women. Look at the Real Housewives franchise. Atlanta, Salt Lake City, New York, New Jersey, Miami. No matter where you go, the dynamic is the same. Put a bunch of women together and watch them go. There will always be infighting. There will always be discourse. There will always be the one jockeying for position to be the head girl, the bad bitch, leader of the pack. There is always that dynamic between women, and that dynamic sells. In many ways, Catherine reminds me of Beyonce in the sense that we don't know who Beyonce is in terms of her personality. She's an amazing artist. She is gorgeous. She has been in the public eye for more than 20 years. But who is she? In terms of her personality, if you think about it, Beyonce is a blank page. We don't know her. After all these years, we don't get a sense of what she's like behind closed doors. And if you think about it, it's the same thing with Catherine. Unlike with Meghan. I mean, love or hate her, you get to see her in terms of her personality. You might not like it, but you get to see it. We see who she is. And the same cannot be said of Catherine. So people project what they want to project based upon this flawless public image. But no one is flawless. No one. Between the two of them, if the average person got a chance to spend a week with them and got to know them on a personal level behind closed doors, I think a lot of people who disparage Meghan might like her more than Catherine, because we all know that the nice girl isn't always so nice, and the person constantly vilified isn't always that bad once you get to know them. People believe what they want to believe. It's not so much about what's done, but rather who does it. We don't know any of these people. And we know Catherine least of all. Catherine is beautiful. Catherine is regal. Catherine appears to be a great wife and a great mother. And she dresses to perfection. But like all of us, there is much more to any human being than the face that they present to the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, thumbs it up. I really, as always, want to know what your thoughts are on Catherine. Do you think she's a mean girl? Do you think she just puts up this really great front? What do you think, you guys? What do you think? Especially based on your personal experiences. Because at the end of the day, these are human beings just like you and me. So, till next time. Bye.